mind-blowing benefits of white vinegar uses in the garden. White vinegar is probably not the first thing that comes to mind when you think about garden essentials, but honestly, it deserves a little more credit than it gets. Most people already have a bottle sitting at home and barely think twice about it. However, it can actually be surprisingly useful outside. It's simple, inexpensive, and quite handy in the kinds of everyday garden situations that often get overlooked. It can help with the little maintenance jobs that keep an outdoor space looking cleaner, working better, and feeling more put together. So here are some of the most practical ways to use vinegar in the garden. Number 1, spot kill young weeds. Small weeds have a way of showing up exactly where they are most annoying, between patio stones, along driveway edges, and in sidewalk cracks, where they make everything look messy. This is one area where white vinegar really shines. When sprayed directly onto small, tender weeds, especially on a hot, sunny day, you can dry out the top growth and knock them back pretty quickly. The key is precision. You want to hit the weed itself, not the surrounding plants, because vinegar does not discriminate. Number 2, clean plant pots and containers. Plant pots and containers are a big visual part of patios, porches, balconies, and garden corners. Old terracotta pots, in particular, have charm, but they also have a habit of collecting that pale, chalky buildup on the outside. After enough watering and fertilizing, they can start looking dull and crusty. A simple 1 part vinegar to 4 parts water soak is a great way to freshen them up. Allow your pots to soak for several hours or even overnight to help dissolve all that gunk. This is especially helpful when you're getting containers ready for a new season and want everything to feel refreshed again. Number 3, disrupt ant trails. If ants keep using the same route around patios, potting areas, or entry points near the garden, a mild vinegar and water solution can temporarily disrupt activity. Simply spray or wipe down the trail on surfaces like stone, concrete, plastic, or metal in areas where ants keep reappearing. Now, this is less about solving a major infestation and more about making those repeated ant pathways less attractive and easier to break up. Number 4, descale nozzles and spray heads. A watering tool that is not spraying properly may not need replacing at all. Sometimes it just needs to be unclogged. Hose nozzles, watering can spouts, misting tops, and sprayer heads can slowly collect mineral deposits, especially if you have hard water. For a lighter buildup, a 30 to 60 minute soak in a 1-to-1 mixture of vinegar and water is usually enough. If the deposits are heavier, you can soak the parts in full-strength vinegar overnight. Garden gear is expensive enough as it is, so anything that helps you stretch its life a little longer is worth knowing. Number 5, clean and sanitize garden tools. This one is a no-brainer, but vinegar really is a fantastic, non-toxic way to clean, sanitize, and even get rust off your tools. Think about it. Your pruners and trowels touch all sorts of soil pathogens and bacteria. If you trim a diseased plant and then move to a healthy one with the same dirty tool, you can spread the problem. For a quick cleanup, just spray your tools with vinegar, let them sit for a few minutes, then wipe them clean and dry. And for rusty tools, vinegar is a lifesaver. The acetic acid reacts with the rust and breaks it down. Submerge smaller tools in undiluted white vinegar and let them soak for a few hours or even a full day for really bad rust. Number 6, keep cats out of garden beds. If neighborhood cats keep treating your garden like their personal hangout spot, vinegar can help make the area less inviting. Cats have a very strong sense of smell and many dislike sharp odors like vinegar, which is why some gardeners like to place cloths or rags soaked in vinegar as a simple DIY deterrent around garden beds, borders, and digging spots. Of course, rain, heat, and time will weaken the smell, so the cloths need to be refreshed regularly if you want the effect to continue. Number 7, keep fungal problems at bay. If a plant develops powdery mildew or another surface fungus, you can use a diluted vinegar spray as a spot treatment. A common mixture is 4 tablespoons of vinegar per 1 gallon of water, applied directly to the affected leaves. The idea is that the vinegar changes the surface conditions on the leaf, enough to make it less welcoming for the fungus. Powdery mildew is especially common in summer, particularly on plants like zucchini and other squash. It can spread quickly if ignored, but when caught early and managed consistently, it is often easier to keep in check than you'd expect. Number 8, deter fruit flies. Fruit flies are easy to think of as a kitchen nuisance, but they can start becoming a problem outside long before they ever show up indoors. Around fruit trees, berry bushes, and areas where sweet produce is ripening, they can be drawn in by the scent of fermenting or damaged fruit. One simple way to reduce their presence is by setting out a homemade vinegar trap near the problem areas. A basic mixture can be made with 1 cup of warm water, half a cup of vinegar, a quarter cup of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of molasses. Stir well, pour the liquid into plastic water bottles, and poke some holes in the sides near the top. These can be placed around an orchard, near berry patches, or even hung from branches, where fruit flies tend to gather. This trap works by attracting the fruit flies first with the sweet scent, then trapping them in the liquid. Number 9, refresh bird baths and decorative garden items. Outdoor garden pieces also tend to collect buildup over time. Bird baths can develop mineral rings and cloudy residue, while decorative pots, statues, and other garden accents often end up looking dull from water spots, dirt, and general outdoor grime. Little by little, they start to lose that fresh, clean look. All you need is a 1-to-1 mixture of white vinegar and water to clean these things up. Spray or apply it to the surface, let it sit for a few minutes to loosen the buildup, and scrub with a cloth, sponge, or soft brush before rinsing well. For heavier mineral deposits, you can use full-strength white vinegar on the affected area and let it sit a bit longer before scrubbing. And there you have it. Isn't it nice when something so basic can still surprise you? White vinegar may not be the most exciting thing on the shelf, but it can definitely be one of the handiest when you know where it fits. So go ahead and start using it in your garden. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and let me know which of these vinegar uses you've tried. Also, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new post. Thanks for watching,